Hey everybody, welcome back to Upstate Speedtests. Today I'm coming to you live and hopefully looking good on the brand new front-facing camera on the 2024 M4 iPad Pro. And as some of you, although not many, may have seen the recent unboxing I did. If not, I'll put the link up in the corner or wherever that may be. And so today, what we're going to do in this video is speed test the modem on the brand new iPad in a location that I know it'll be amazing. We're here at Lourdes Hospital on the west side of Binghamton on the site that we all know from previous videos is more than capable of hitting 2 gigabits per second. And again, the new iPads don't have millimeter wave anymore, although for me that hasn't really ever mattered because the old one only used it maybe a handful of times in its entire 3-year lifespan that I had it. So we'll test the speed on this new iPad and we'll test it on the 15 Pro Max and compare and contrast the two. Not going to run the other providers today. This video is strictly about the new iPad. So yeah, let me know down in the comments how the audio and video sounds on this brand new Apple product. I'm genuinely curious to know what you think of it. I won't do any post-production editing on this video. I'll give you just the raw file as much as I can. And I usually always shoot the videos in HDR. I'll just let it run normal for this video. I won't convert it to HDR if it doesn't play that way. So anyway, that's enough of the technical mumbo jumbo. Let's get into the testing right now. So yeah, subs up if you're not already, thumbs up, let's go. All right, guys, we are ready to test. And please ignore how dirty my screen is apparently. And again, this video and audio is coming from the brand new M4 iPad Pro. We're gonna start testing here on the iPhone just to get a baseline set. And then we'll switch over and test on the new iPad Pro. And like I said, this is the only site in the Binghamton area that has really amazing backhaul. Easily hits 2 gigabits per second depending on where you're at. And got a new angle on the site for you guys today. We're on the roof of the parking garage at Lourdes Hospital. And the site, this is probably about as close as we can get to the site itself, right there on the roof. And of course, you also have AT&T, although I believe it's out of sight. Yeah, this little peak of the roof here is blocking the site from our view at the moment. So there you go. First test, 1,946 down and 93 up. Let me pick a different server and we'll try another test just for kicks. So that test, I was letting it pick its own server. For the next test, we'll do Northland Communications. That's a really good server I use a lot. Seems to be consistent and quick. 56 millisecond ping time. And we are going to struggle to hit 1,000 this time. It's really weird how some of the servers have such big differences in performance. But again, I mean that, you're going to different endpoints on the internet. That's just how it's going to work sometimes. And this site is unique too, as I've mentioned in previous videos. On the west side of Binghamton, they've built over 50 small cell nodes ringing the west side where there used to basically be no service. But major improvements over the last 5 to 10 years on this part of town. Let's do one more server, just because these speeds are fun. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you haven't. It really helps me out with the algorithm, as you probably know. Let's do the Pentel data server. That one historically has been a pretty decent one as well. 29 millisecond ping, so that's a much better ping on that test. And yeah, we're rocketing back up. We're probably going to get close to 2,000 down, or at least 1,900 here. Yeah, 1,904 down. Unbelievably good. And the upload is going to be over 120. So yeah, all in all, if you're around the hospital, you're getting rocket speeds, man. This stuff is really great. Let me switch over to the Stenson app, and as I like to call it, and we'll run one test over there. We are going to select outdoor, start test. In my area, this test always defaults to the Washington, D.C. server. And it looks like we're going to get very similar results to Ookla with a 30 millisecond ping, 1,654 down. And very similar looking results so far on the upload. The Stenson app, one thing I like about testing on it is it seems to have less users, obviously, than the Ookla app. so there's less of a chance of congestion. All right, so there's the, or at least congestion within the app. There's the iPhone test. Let's switch over to the new 2024 iPad Pro and give it a run. Today's video is brought to you by Circled In. CircledIn.com makes it super easy to get the benefits and savings that come along with a postpaid or prepaid wireless account without having to set one up yourself. Let's take just a second to see how easy it is to use CircledIn.com and save a ton of money on your wireless. Starting out on the CircledIn.com homepage, I would start by clicking All Circles. Once the page loads, you can sort by postpaid or prepaid providers like Verizon, T-Mobile, Google Fi, Simple Mobile, and Metro. If you see a plan that piques your interest or you feel fits you best, you can click Join Circle, read through more details about the plan, and if you decide to go for it, you can click Reserve. Circled In also now supports streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, and more. CircledIn.com, check them out today. Thank you again for supporting the channel. All right, guys, we're back and ready to go. Got that beautiful new macro right in front of us. Much better zoom on the iPhone, obviously. And so the audio and video you're hearing now is coming from my 15 Pro Max. Let me know down in the comments how it compares to this brand new 2024 iPad Pro. And yeah, let's give the test a go. For the first test, I'm just gonna let it pick its own server. Interestingly, it looks like it's connected to a server in Kingston, Ontario, Rogers Wireless. I've tested them before on the channel. And yeah, so C-band, not disappointing at all. 1,625 down on our first test with 34 millisecond ping. The loaded ping time's very, very respectable as well, 3 millisecond jitter. And let's give it a fair comparison here. Let's test the same servers that we did on the iPhone. So we're gonna find the Verizon server. That one's in Philly. There should be one in Syracuse as well. Yeah, we're way down the list there. All right, let's see, what do we got? There it is, Verizon Syracuse. Pardon me for all the fingerprints all over the iPad. It's been a long day of work on it. And there we go. So 1,700, and looks like it's going to get close to 1,800. So it is turning out to be, so far, just slightly slower than the iPhone modem. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the, just the device being brand new and on its very first software update and things aren't 100% optimized yet, or maybe it's using a slightly older modem. Again, we don't know what modem is in this iPad yet. At least in the small amount of research I've done, nothing has definitively answered that question for me. I'm trying to remember what server we used last time. And let's see. Northland Communications. Yeah, let's use Pentel Data. And then we'll switch over and we'll use the Stenson app. So 30 millisecond ping. And I remember this server working really well on the iPhone. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit slower again on the iPad. So again, at this point in the ballgame, I'd probably chalk it up to product optimization. Being that this is so new, maybe they just haven't fully optimized everything yet. And looks like we're going to get 100 and maybe 15 on the up, 14? Yeah, 114. All right, let me switch over to the Stenson app real quick. And I will run it again for you guys. And here we are. And here we go. So we got 30 millisecond ping. Looks like I haven't logged into the app yet. Oops. And this is going to Newark, New Jersey for some reason. So the iPad is choosing the Jersey server, whereas the iPhone defaults to Washington, D.C. seemingly all the time. And we'll run it again. Let me exit out here. And we'll run it again with the DC server, just like the phone, and see if we get any kind of a different result out of it. 32 millisecond ping, rocketing up to 1,500 down right out of the gate. And yeah, very similar results, maybe just a hair slower. But again, C-band, these results would not disappoint anybody. There's pretty much nothing you can think of that you can't do at these speeds. And hotspotting at these speeds would be a phenomenal experience as well. One more test here. let's do fast.com. The fast.com test seems to be a little dramatic at times compared to other results, but it's settling back down now. For a second there, it was rocketing up to 4 gigabits per second, which is just completely insane. So 1.2 gigs on the down, 28 millisecond unloaded ping, 71 millisecond loaded ping. Both very good results. More or less, the fast.com test is just to show you how bad your carrier is throttling you, although, of course, on ultra-wideband, Verizon does not institute any sort of speed caps or anything like that on the more premium plans that they have. So there you go, 1.2 gigabits per second down on fast.com. Thanks for joining us here today, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It won't hurt, I promise, which is what they probably say inside the hospital every day. Anyway, thumbs up as well. Have a great day, guys.